Students, can you find your seats?
Good morning. Welcome. We're so happy to have you all with us today as we honor the class of 2024. Before we begin, I'd like to take just a moment to acknowledge the land on which we're meeting today. This is the land of the Atladi band of the Kayapui people. Woo, I am stumbling this morning. I'm moving way too fast. I'm gonna slow down for a second. All right, I'm gonna start over. This is the land of the Atladi bands of the Kayapuyan people, who are now part of the Confederated Tribes of the Grand Ronde. To acknowledge this land is to recognize our role in the history of this place and the lives of the people who lived here in connection with the land before we were here. To honor these connections, we're committed to engaging in an active effort to cultivate relationships with indigenous communities within and around Pacific. But today we're here to celebrate the class of 2024, the 26th class to complete their physician associate education at Pacific University. The faculty, staff, and I are all honored to have been part of your journey. You've grown and matured into skilled clinicians, and we're here to celebrate your accomplishments today and welcome you as colleagues to the PA profession. Will you please rise and face the audience? It's my distinct honor to present to you the class of 2024. Today we celebrate the class of 2024. Tomorrow, you're going to receive your master's hood and your diploma. While this event may mark the end of your time here at Pacific, you will be embarking on what is the greatest lifelong learning adventure that you can imagine. Your future is before you, and it's full of infinite possibilities. You're going to accept leadership roles across diverse communities, and I encourage you to embrace all the challenges that you find and allow them to grow you and to shape you throughout your career. But for right now, I want you to take just a minute and think about how many teachers, advisors, fellow students, preceptors, staff were involved in getting you to exactly where you are right now, to providing you with opportunities to push yourself to new levels of academic and clinical excellence. I know that at times you wondered whether or not you could look at one more PowerPoint slide, whether you could read one more page on UpToDate, whether you could take one more test or move to one more clinical site. But you did. And today we're honoring your strength and your perseverance. You've demonstrated a relentless thirst for knowledge, and you now have a deeper understanding of the call to service that each clinician heeds as they enter the practice of medicine. It's important to take a few moments to acknowledge the role that your families, your partners, your friends, and your cohort played in your success. Without their unwavering support, their patience, their understanding, you would not be the resilient clinicians that you are today. Would the families, parents, partners, friends, and supporters of the class of 2024 please rise and be acknowledged? it is our deepest desire that you, the graduates of the class of 2024, never forget what a privilege it is to practice medicine, what a privilege it is to serve your community, and to mentor future PAs. We will be calling you. We know that you're going to continue to strive for clinical excellence throughout your life and throughout your career. It's been our distinct honor and our privilege to mentor each one of you. And we look forward to watching you as your careers develop, so don't forget about us. We want to know how you are and what you're doing. And we want to remain a source of support and inspiration for you, and we want you to stay in touch with us. We're all a part of the Pacific family. We're so excited for your future. And it's right now. Right now. So I'd like you to take just a moment and welcome with me the president of our university, Dr. Jenny Coyle, who's here to say just a few words.
How exciting! Congratulations, everyone. And good morning as well to everyone that's here. It's an honor to be here with all of you today. Thank you so much for inviting me. I get to formally say on behalf of your university, congratulations to our PA class of 2024. So another big round of applause. Since our founding 175 years ago, next month, we celebrate a big anniversary. Pacific University has been a cornerstone in our community here and many communities around the country and the world. And we say what we do is we uplift those who uphold others at Pacific. People like you who are dedicated to the care and well-being of those around you. Our School of PA Studies embodies the full promise of our mission, and our goal is to inspire our students to think, care, create, and pursue justice in the world. And I want to thank Director Sage Davis-Risen and all of the faculty in PA Studies for being dedicated to these students' success and to also doing everything you can to uphold our mission and expand our sphere of influence. I saw a lot of that out there on those posters. I know the work you do advances everything that happens in communities, but you also uplift what we do in healthcare and in our society. So I'm really grateful to all of you down there in the front row. I think that's where all of our faculty are. Is anybody back there that I didn't catch the eye of? So thank you so much for bringing us to this point today. Family and friends, these students couldn't be here without you. You heard that from Director Sage Davis-Risen, and I was really excited to see you all stand up. Students, soon-to-be graduates, you've worked really hard. I probably don't have to tell you how hard you worked. Only you know individually what that meant to you and what your journey was like. And I know you've had challenges that you hadn't predicted. You knew PA school was going to be hard. You knew the responsibility of taking care of patients the first few times was going to be challenging. But here you are. You are about to enter a really noble world as a health professional, and I'm excited to also be a healthcare provider alongside of you. We take great pride in our School of Physician Assistant Studies. Soon I'm going to say Physician Associate Studies. And I'm particularly proud of the fierce commitment that so many of our students and alumni have for providing care for the underserved, to be caregivers in rural communities, international communities, and for patients who might struggle to access quality health care. You're living out our value of inclusion and equity in everything that you do. I know you all have very special bonds as members of the PA profession, but I also want to say how delighted I am that you are all part of a special bond that is the Pacific University community. We're a community that cares. We're a community that rolls up our shirt sleeves to promote health equity. We're a community that believes in living lives of purpose and serving others. And we're a community that takes care of each other and of our world. So as you now move from students to alumni, that won't change. It never changes. And we're here to support you in every way that we can, even beyond tomorrow. And that's what it means to be a Boxer. That's what we mean when we say we have Boxer spirit. And to be part of our Boxer Ohana. So speaking of family, you probably all noticed when you were outside, the air quality is not fantastic right now. And part of our community are battling fires not too far from here. So I want you all to know we are monitoring the air quality and thinking through how that will impact the experience that you will all be having tomorrow. We have made the hard decision to limit the length of the speeches. So it's going to be a little bit shorter ceremony. Somehow I knew that would get an applause. But on a more serious note, we will have masks available for all of you that are participating in the ceremony, and we'll do our best to have as many as we possibly can. I'm asking that you, particularly our graduates, pay attention to email this afternoon and early tomorrow, because if the winds change and if the situation changes, we will be in close contact with you and with your school director, so you'll know what's going on. But I want to celebrate, and I want to celebrate this moment, and I'm really excited as you all take that next step on your journey to living out your purpose and following your bliss. So thank you so much for letting me be a part of the celebration today. I look forward to interacting with all of you tomorrow in the most robust way that we possibly can. And don't be strangers, stay in touch. I hope to see you all at future alumni events. So as a Pacific alumnus myself, welcome to the Alumni Association. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Coyle. We're really excited about the really long speeches that are going to happen tomorrow. It's my pleasure to invite this year's student speakers to the stage now. Raleigh Hazel and Kylie Young. Raleigh is a proud member of Pacific University's School of PA Studies, class of 2024. He's originally from Virginia, but has called Portland home for the last 7 years. He has a special interest in the field of emergency medicine, orthopedics, and hem-onc. Professor Key's really excited to hear about that. Upon graduation, he looks forward to spending more time with his wife and his dog and taking advantage of the plentiful outdoor opportunities in Oregon, which he got no opportunity to do in the last 27 months. Kylie Young is the class president of the class of 2024. She grew up in small town South Lake Tahoe, where she loved to hike, ski, mountain bike, and generally be active outside. This led to the occasional injury, numerous broken bones, and a torn ACL, which is really what got her interested in medicine. She attended UCLA and continued to pursue her passion in medicine, worked as an EMT, and graduated with a BS in psychobiology. She switched jobs to be an MA and met her then future husband and began studying to be a physician associate at her dream school, Pacific. So please join me in welcoming them today.
Hello. My name is Raleigh Hazel. I first want to extend a thank you to the class of 2024 who asked me to speak today as my cohort's only English major. I am not the class president, valedictorian, social chair, or any elected position. So what does make me qualified to speak today? That this is my 4th time in this auditorium? That I proved quantiferon gold tests are never false positives? That our class unanimously voted me as the most likely to drink urine? That I'm a white guy interested in orthopedics? No, maybe, definitely no. I'm as qualified as any Greenhorn PA graduate after completing a 27-month journey that tested every fiber of my being. At this point, we can confidently say that our lives did not stop for PA school. I'm aware of the challenges I've faced outside of the program, and I can only imagine the trials, tribulations, and troubles that some of y'all had to deal with. I am so proud of us. I mean it with my whole heart. However, believe it or not, the real journey, where we will be practicing PAs, is about to begin. I have a sense of how it might go, but I have no idea where it will take us. Nevertheless, my duties as a speaker today obligate me to string together something to help guide the way. I have selected some of the best pearls of wisdom that I have gathered in my PA school career. Sources range from personal experience, friends, preceptors, articles, journals, podcasts, professors, and the greater Reddit medical community. I encourage you to apply this advice to yourselves, your patients, or in whatever way you see fit. Your mileage may vary. My first recommendation is that you all find yourselves a cool, tasty beverage and good company to celebrate immediately following today and tomorrow's itineraries. Some of you may be requiring the hair of the dog more than others, and you have my permission to exceed those weekly drink recommendations for this special occasion. My first piece of advice, rule number one, you're number one. Take care of your mind and body outside of this profession. Small efforts add up. So try the stairs, try a salad, try Pilates, try therapy, try antidepressants, try going to bed early, get a cat, get a dog, get a turtle, get a houseplant, get house plants. Get to your doctor's office if you are sick or injured. Take care of yourself and set yourself up for success. A day off here or there is not going to jeopardize your future. My second piece of advice, present reality supportively. This phrase has a plethora of applications. Use it with your patients. Yes, colonoscopies are unpleasant, but early detection and intervention of colon cancer could lead you to spending more time on this planet and alive. Use it with your loved ones. Yes, I understand I have not been as helpful around the house, but after I pass my board exam in a few weeks, I look forward to being the most helpful partner you have ever seen. I will now present our reality. These last 27 months have been challenging. That does not mean the next 27 weeks, months, or years will be any less so. At times, it will completely suck. You will ask yourself, what were the DSM-5 criteria that took hold of you in that moment in time that led you to pursue this career? The good news, we have done some of this stuff before. And let's be honest, there are some real jerks out there. Healthcare is a service, after all. If someone is mean to you, it says more about them than it does about you. Don't give them the satisfaction, and know that almost everyone meets diagnostic criteria for being FOS. Now that I've presented our reality, I will say supportively that you are not alone. During didactic year, we spent more time with our classmates than we did with any partners, family, or pets at home. For better or worse, this experience prepared us for the working world where this trend will continue with our colleagues. So continue to seek out those trauma bonds. Seek out friendships at work and let them come to you. Call the friends you've made here to process a challenging case or difficult patient. I would not have been successful in my PA journey without my friendships forged on the 5th floor, and I expect my success in clinical practice to continue in part by keeping them in my life. My next piece of advice, never worry alone. To illustrate this, I want to bring you back to exactly 1 year ago at the start of my first rotation in general surgery. I remember my first day in the OR like it was yesterday. I was what you might call a nervous bird. These nerves had manifested themselves by forcing me to walk somewhere between 3 and 7 miles around the 24 operatories. There were people and activities swirling around me, but I was feeling alone. Right as I was about to change into my 3rd set of scrubs before 8 a.m. in any cases, I heard a voice behind me. Someone said, "Hey, how's it going?" This person was a 3rd-year med student named Lee. Lee, my knight in shining armor, the wind beneath my wings. Lee saved me from wearing out the rubber on my shoes and proceeded to show me all over the OR, where to get my gloves and gown, where to scrub in, what surgeons to steer clear of. My 1 week with Lee instilled that valuable lesson. Worrying alone is a waste of time and a waste of clean scrubs. So skip the hot laps and ask for help when you need it. This last week, I had the pleasure to relive what it was like spending all day in lecture and remember the feeling of graduation being so far away. Now that it is here, part of me is wondering what to do with myself without the fixture of PA school in my life. Just because we are finished with school does not mean we are finished with learning. We no longer have preceptors or module leaders, but we do have everyone else. Be open to learning from all who you interact with. This includes MDs, NPs, PAs, MAs, nurses, CNAs, med students, residents, interns, respiratory therapists, even medical device sales reps. Medicine and lifelong learning go together like peas and carrots. Show an interest, and you will find someone who is willing to teach you. In the times when you feel as if you have nothing to give or feel rudderless, I ask you to remember your summer orientation work on professionalism. It is my opinion that this is the most underrated lesson the Pacific PA program offers. Being on time, polite, friendly, and hardworking got me about 90% of the distance over these last 27 months, and I suspect will continue to propel me in my career. My next piece of advice: utilize one of medicine's most invaluable tools, the retrospectoscope. Hindsight is 20/20, but we can use this hindsight to, hopefully, not repeat the same mistakes. Have confidence in yourself to make decisions, reflect on those decisions, and move forward no matter what, good or bad. And remember that good learning often comes from bad decisions. Example: about a week ago, I may or may not have tested strength against resistance in a patient with a radial head fracture, literally the last weeks of my last rotation in orthopedics. Relevant sidebar: do not test strength against resistance in fracture patients. Continue to learn from mistakes. Be kind to yourself and be grateful for feedback when you receive it. Mistakes will happen. If those around you can tell you are sincere and doing your best, good things will come to you. Don't worry, the patient was fine. At the University of California, Davis, there was once a professor of internal medicine by the name of Dr. Faith Fitzgerald. In 1999, she wrote an opinion piece titled "Curiosity." I encourage everyone in the audience today to read this article if you've not already, and especially my classmates graduating today. Dr. Fitzgerald writes, "Curiosity converts strangers into people we can empathize with, and poses the question, is curiosity the same, in some cases, as caring? Your patients are more than signs, symptoms, assessment, and treatment plans. They are people with lives as complex and as intricate as your own. Cultivate your curiosity with therapeutic listening. To do this, I recommend that you ask every patient at least 1 to 2 non-medical questions in every encounter. Asking a patient a simple, 'How are you?' or 'Please tell me more about that,' can open the door to therapeutic listening, which in many cases can be the most effective treatment you can provide. For the class of 2024, stay curious. We've worked hard to get to this point. The first few years of practice will require similar levels of intense study and hard work. It will at times be overwhelming. That said, we are PAs whose job is to take care of people. And remember, I said similar levels, not the same. Now that we have no more Qualtrics surveys, Moodle deadlines, OSCEs, summative exams, we have more time. Use that extra time to get back out there and study those people. To do this, go out and live life the way your patients do. Experience the things. Go see the movie. Go to a ball game. Have a night out. Go on a hike. And continue to cultivate your interests outside of medicine. Not only is living your life good for you, see my initial recommendation in rule number 1, but it will help you connect, understand, and relate to your patients in a new way beyond the patient-provider relationship. Hold on to your connections with patients and people you meet. The trust we build is unlike any other profession. Hanging on to these meaningful moments can help carry you through tough times. You have and will continue to experience things you did not think were possible. We built a bridge to these experiences by forging the necessary knowledge and skills over didactic and clinical year. Every single one of us has come to understand the importance of what we have learned and continue to learn, and that it goes far beyond passing any written exams. A few weeks ago, I had the privilege of speaking at the class of 2026's White Coat ceremony. Some of the best free entertainment that exists is watching the variants in 60-plus students approach the donning of the white coat. It is some of the most awkward, albeit wholesome fun there is. We got arms missing holes. We got folks completely blowing off the critical handshake after. It's a hoot. It was fun to remember that this was us not long ago. My main takeaway: the white coat is awkward when you first put it on, and you need to do this yourself. We are at the point now where we can don the white coat and all that it represents by ourselves. We may still have awkward moments, but we have earned this white coat, so wear it proudly. You have and will continue to make a difference in people's lives. We have done things. We've been through what we've been through. We have grown, and our arrival here today is a testament to our strength and our endurance. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. We are armed with a beefy baseline Rolodex of our knowledge, experiences, exams, procedures, presentations, and will only continue to add to this readily accessible content so that our clinical practice continues to improve and feel routine. Earlier in my comments, I questioned what made me qualified to speak up here today. You know why? I learned a hell of a lot more in PA school than medicine alone. I've been through hard things. I did hard things. I pushed myself to a place I did not know I could go and found success on the other side. I feel competent and capable to take on whatever comes next. To my classmates, I say all of this only to say you are all as qualified and accomplished to speak up here as me, and it has been my pleasure and honor to count myself among you. So bet on yourself. You did hard things, and I'm confident that you will continue to do hard things. You will find success wherever you find yourselves after you leave here, inside and outside of clinical practice. So with that, to the class of 2024, no more teachers, no more books. It's been real, it's been fun, and ain't always been real fun, but also kind of fun. I look forward to wherever our journeys take us next. The most exciting part, we are ready. Thank you.
All right, y'all. I don't know how to follow that, so, all right. Well, mine will be short and sweet, and listen to his advice. So, first off, I want everyone to take a deep breath in and let it out. A sigh of relief, a sigh of happiness, a moment of reflection, because guess what? We did it. Today marks a pivotal moment in our lives. The culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and unwavering commitment to the noble pursuit of healing. As the class president of our physician associate, now it's officially associate in Oregon, I'm saying it, guys, physician associate program, I am deeply honored to stand before you on this momentous occasion. Our journey to this day has been defined by challenges that tested our resilience, endocrinology, moving every 6 weeks, our entire didactic year, and moments of triumph that validated our chosen path. Patients thanking us, excellent preceptor reviews, job offers. Each of us embarked on this journey with this shared passion to make a difference in the lives of others through compassionate care and clinical expertise. Today, as we stand on the threshold of our professional careers, we carry with us not only the knowledge and skills imparted by our esteemed faculty, but also the invaluable lessons that we've learned from our patients over these rotations. In our time together, we have not only studied endless PowerPoint slides, and now have another, a couple of textbooks, and all this stuff filled with medical madness, but we have also forged lifelong friendships. We created trauma bonds and have supported each other through full weekend study sessions, heartbreak, and tragedy. And although we've been absent from our real lives for the past 2 years, we've grown together as a class and have celebrated victories big and small, and stood together during moments of doubt and a lot of imposter syndrome. As we reflect on our journey, let us remember those who guided and supported us along the way, our families, friends, mentors, and colleagues. Their unwavering belief in our abilities has fueled our determination and inspired us to reach greater heights. Today, we extend our deepest gratitude to them for their unconditional and completely needed support and encouragement along the way. As we look to the future, we are entering a rapidly evolving healthcare landscape, one that presents both challenges and opportunities. Let us embrace these challenges with courage and optimism, knowing that our education and training have prepared us well. After all, if we can survive moving across the country for an unknown rotation with a questionable preceptor, not knowing a soul in the town, and renting a room from complete strangers, then we can handle anything life throws at us, right? In closing, let us never forget the privilege and responsibility that comes with being a physician associate. Let us always uphold the highest standards of integrity, compassion, and professionalism in everything we do. And let us continue to learn and grow, recognizing that our journey as healthcare providers is a lifelong commitment to serve. Congratulations, class of 2024. Today, well, maybe tomorrow. Well, now maybe tomorrow, but we celebrate not only our achievements, but also the boundless potential that lies ahead. Here's to a future filled with success, laughter, flexibility, and an endless supply of coffee. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. That was amazing. And now I would like to invite Professor Jess Key to present the first of our student awards.
So the saying goes that few things in life are certain besides death and taxes. I can tell you today, I am fairly certain that at some point during this presentation, I will cry. To all the amazing people here supporting, here we go, the class of 2024, I can tell you that your graduates were expecting these tears. So I apologize in advance, and please do not be alarmed. The Academic Excellence Awards are given to students who consistently demonstrate excellent academic performance, who freely share their knowledge, their expertise with others, and demonstrate a strong commitment to the improving the quality of the didactic phase of the curriculum. It is not an easy choice, particularly with a class such as this one. The recipients of these awards exceeded these expectations in all aspects. The Academic Excellence Awards this year go to Emily Cohen-Halverson and Chantal Hoffman. Will the recipients please join me on the stage? The didactic phase of PA training can be both overwhelming and tedious. The flow of information and the number of tests feels as if it will never end. And when you ask your instructors what is important to know, inevitably they will say it is all important. It is important for school, it is important for your board exams, and most importantly, it is important for the patients that you will take care of in your future clinical practice. Emily navigated the overwhelming flow of information and the tedium of sitting in that classroom day after day with grace and professionalism. Her presence in the classroom was as admirable as her outstanding academic performance. Emily always showed up, always took accountability for both her successes and her struggles, and was always a steady and cheerful presence in the classroom. Chantel quietly and consistently navigated these same competing tensions that come along with didactic year. Her pursuit of knowledge was always clearly guided by the thought of her future patients. And as the shine of PA school faded a bit over that year in the classroom, as it does for everyone, her joy of learning and the joy she finds in human connections still shone through both inside and outside of Classroom 514. Emily and Chantel, I'm delighted to present you with these awards. Would either of you care to share a few words?
Don't know what to say, at all. Was not expecting this. A big part of it is really many long and unhinged study sessions, many of them. A lot of time spent in professors' offices and a supportive family, and I have to do a shout out to my wife who has taken a lot of the responsibility for our kiddo just so that I had the time to study and to be prepared, or at least feel prepared. So yeah, and Emily's my person, so it's perfect.
Yeah, the only thing I want to add is it's incredibly humbling to be in a class of such kind and smart and just great people. So I've loved every minute of that. And I just want to say that it's just as much of a celebration this weekend for our families and our support systems as it is for us and our professors too. So yeah, that's it.
All right. And we can't forget to give you your actual awards. We were going to do pictures. All right. Oh, there's enough. We should do a quick picture with us. There was one more thing. I would now like to invite Professor Dennis Prasova for the next awards.
I told you yesterday I wasn't good with speech. This is not a speech. This is better because I get to award things to you. I'm here to present the Clinical Excellence Award, and I'm going to actually look at my script for once. This is a hard award for the program to decide upon because all of you should really be honored for the impact you've had on people you've seen, the people you've worked with, your communities, your preceptors, and your peers. The program has decided to award these awards to Colton Vermillion and Cassidy Berg. Would you... Would the two of you please join me up here? I got something to pass you. Thank you. Throughout the clinical phase, starting with Cassidy, Cassidy's performance revealed why she's deserving of this award. Throughout the entire year, she received high marks from each and every one of her preceptors. They noted her professionalism, her willingness to go the extra mile, and more than one, said that they'd be honored to work alongside someone of her character. Throughout a very difficult year, no matter what was thrown her way, she remained exceptionally communicative, proactive, and professional, no matter what happened. And Colton also received high marks from all of his preceptors. His energy was highlighted, his ability to quickly adapt to new settings, and his ability to connect with the healthcare team as a whole was highlighted as well. Another commented that he would be a true pleasure to work alongside in their community as a PA. His hard work was also on display, or rather on display the entire clinical year. He was able to package these experiences and be part of a student panel to deliver that to the class of 25. It gives me really great pleasure to present the awards that I already gave to you, to Cassidy and Colton. Would either of you like to share a few words?
I definitely did not prepare for this, but thank you so much. I think, we all face totally different experiences in clinical year. All I can say is that we had tons of amazing people that helped us get through it, from faculty, staff, all of our classmates, colleagues, and of course our families and friends that really helped us when the times were tough, but also celebrated with us when the times were great. So thank you to everyone. It's great.
I'm just going to echo essentially what everyone has been saying, that we can't do this without our support systems, and that was critical through clinical year and didactic, but that also extends to professors, the clinical team, and all of our friends in the class as well. So thank you.
Our next award is going to be presented by Professor Davis Risen.
So the next award is for our outstanding graduate. It's my pleasure to announce that Sal Corso and Savannah Dumler are our recipients of the Outstanding Graduate Awards. Sal and Savannah, would you please join me? So the class knows this as well, but Professor Key's not the only crier in the room. So the Outstanding Graduate Award is selected by the PA School faculty and staff. The recipients of this award are chosen because they best exemplify the physician associate profession by their words and deeds. They demonstrate consistent overall academic ability. They've been praised by their preceptors for outstanding clinical skills and have demonstrated high proficiency in research and writing, as evidenced by their graduate projects. During the clinical phase, Sal excelled in their academics, supporting their classmates as well. Their medical knowledge and bedside manner were on display with us in Sim and Oski's days, as well as them tackling some of the traditionally more challenging rotations right out of the gate. Sal's ethics and moral compass positively contributed to the lives of the patients that they interacted with, and their willingness to share constructive feedback with preceptors helped those rotations become even stronger. We're incredibly proud of Sal and excited to present them with this award. Savannah's breadth of knowledge was established early on in the didactic phase. She worked with her classmates to study hard and to prepare for exams, and she put in the time to make sure that her group was well supported. Savannah's a student with an excellent moral compass and ethics as well. She advocated for her patients, and she went to bat for them and for her classmates whenever that was needed. Her ability to empathize with the patients she was treating was immense, and she left lasting positive effects on her clinical sites, and we're incredibly proud of Savannah too, and excited to present her with this award as well. It gives me great pleasure to recognize you both as recipients of this award. Do you have any words you would like to share?
I'd like to take this opportunity to embarrass some very nice people who flew here to see me today. A couple years ago when I said, hey, we're moving to Oregon, little did they know that we would be moving by surprise 7 more times during clinical phase. So I have to say a big thank you to the person who made me from a girlfriend into a fiance during PA school. To a beautiful woman who's definitely crying right now who raised me. And to a loving father and brother who also flew out here to be supportive. And to everyone else who came out to support your grads, we owe everything to you.
For those of you who don't know, Savannah and I went on a rotation together in Hawaii for 3 months. Before that, I was friendly with Savannah but didn't know her super well. And I can say after that experience that I have a friend for life. For those of you who don't know Savannah, I think she's one of the most courageous people I've ever met. The words that Director Reason just said are not just words. She really does stand up for people when no one else is looking. She's incredibly courageous, and I really look up to her. So shout out to my good friend Savannah. And just like all of you, I could not have done this without my homie group. And honestly, the entire class as a whole, I can consider my homies now. I really care about all of you. You made this experience amazing. And thank you to my wife who can't be here because of COVID today, but thank you all very much.
Okay, and now we will welcome Professor Angie Johnson back to the stage to present our community award.
Thank you, Professor Davis-Risen. It is my honor to but you all will be doing a lot of prevention out there. It is my honor to present the Community Award Preceptor of the Year. This award is given to a clinical preceptor who consistently provides exemplary educational experiences for our students. They share superior clinical knowledge and hands-on skills instruction with the willingness to increase the students' responsibilities and autonomy as their competence and confidence grows. They exhibit an enthusiasm for teaching, provide essential feedback that is critical for the student's growth as a clinician, and they have a thorough understanding of the PA's role and scope of practice. This commitment to education requires their valuable time, patience, and a passion for teaching the complexities of medicine to our next generation of healthcare professionals. It is my honor to present this award to Sean Morgan, PAC. Student evaluations and feedback reflected that Sean's commitment was not only to their learning, but also to their overall well-being. Unfortunately, Sean could not be with us today, so we're going to accept the award on his behalf. Thank you. I would like to invite Professor Davis-Risen back to the podium for the presentation of certificates.
So tomorrow, the university will confer a Master's of Science degree acknowledging your academic accomplishments. We hope. I mean, they're going to give you your degree. We're not exactly sure how that's going to go, so we'll stay tuned for that piece. But today, you're going to receive the Certificate of Completion from the School of Physician Assistant Studies, which reads, "Be it known that the graduate has successfully completed the requirements of the Physician Assistant Program and is hereby designated as a physician assistant with all the designated rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto." So you will be a PA when you receive this degree. We would also like to recognize those students who participated in the Rural Healthcare Track and the Global Healthcare Track. The Rural Healthcare Track is designed to better prepare students who plan to work in rural locations, particularly in Oregon and Hawaii. Student interest in rural medicine is nurtured through a collaboration with the Oregon Area Health Education Center's Scholars Program, including rigorous additional coursework and a graduate project designed to prepare students to expand access to primary care in rural and underserved communities. The Global Healthcare Track is designed to better prepare students who plan to work with globally diverse patients, both locally and abroad. The Global Healthcare Track students' interest in global health is nurtured through an interprofessional global healthcare course series, small group sessions, and a graduate project designed to better prepare them to work in the global local setting. Students, please come on stage when Professor Johnson calls your name to receive your PA certificate on stage with your classmates. And then after that, we'll all recite the PA oath of practice together. So, can Ms. Diane join us on stage as well?
It is my honor to call forward the class of 2024. Kylie Adamek, Rural Healthcare Track. Thoraya Alkebsi. Cassidy Berg, Rural Healthcare Track. Alexandra Brayman, Rural Healthcare Track. Ashley Burnett. Michael Burton. Jesus Carrillo, Rural Healthcare Track. Sal Jamie Carso, Rural Healthcare Track. Emma Cheatham, Rural Healthcare Track. Emily Cohen Halverson. Caitlin Davis, Rural Healthcare Track. Shelby Davis, Rural Healthcare Track. Gary DePriest, Global Healthcare Track. Megan Durker, Rural Healthcare Track. Savannah Dumler, Rural Healthcare Track. Adam Durand, Rural Healthcare Track. Stu Ellington. Bailey Gibbs, Rural Healthcare Track. Haley Glassy, Rural Healthcare Track. Carly Glenn. Brooke Hayes. Raleigh Hazel. Alexandra Heffley, Rural Healthcare Track. Rebecca Herrera, Rural Healthcare Track. Chantel Hoffman. Matt Hollingsworth, Global Healthcare Track. Lindsay Iannone, Rural Healthcare Track. Kai Johnson, Tayura Kino, Gabrielle Kraus, Rural Healthcare Track. Lydia Lafitte, Christopher Lee. Catherine Lee. Katerina Loza. Whitney Headley Marks. Noel Moreno. Rural Healthcare Track. David Ngo. Megan Olson. Rural Healthcare Track. Danielle Parlin. Tiffany Peterberg. Rural Healthcare Track. Laura Pontius. Rural Healthcare Track. Ivy Rizzi. Juliana Rutolo. Rural Healthcare Track, sorry. Christopher Sheriff, also Rural Healthcare Track. Jenna Stobie, Rural Healthcare Track. Lauren Stover, Rural Healthcare Track. Lily Summer, Rural Healthcare Track. Joshua Tenborg, Global Healthcare Track. Colton Vermillion, Rural Healthcare Track. Taylor Worth, Kylie Young Lyons. Rural Healthcare Track. And Reagan Zeipelt, Rural Healthcare Track. Let's give a big congratulations to the PA class of 2024. Professor Davis Risen will now lead us in reading the PA oath.
Can I please have the faculty join us on the stage, please? Yeah, there's the oaths are on the table. Yep. So at this time, we're going to join the graduates as you recite the Physician Associate Oath. The Physician Associate Oath was created by the Student Academy of the American Academy of Physician Associates. As PAs, we're expected to perform the duties described within the PA oath with honesty, integrity, and dedication. So let's read together. I think I need to. Do you guys, Miss Crystal is motioning for us all to step forward. There we go. Okay. All right, are we ready? Okay, so we're going to start together. I pledge to perform the following duties with honesty and dedication. I will hold as my primary responsibility the health, safety, welfare, and dignity of all human beings. I will uphold the tenets of patient autonomy, beneficence, non-maleficence, and justice. I will recognize and promote the value of diversity. I will treat equally all persons who seek my care. I will hold in confidence the information shared in the course of practicing medicine. I will assess my personal capabilities and limitations, striving always to improve my medical practice. I will actively seek to expand my knowledge and skills, keeping abreast of advances in medicine. I will work with other members of the healthcare team to provide compassionate and effective care of patients. I will risk my knowledge and experience to contribute to an improved community. I will respect my professional relationship with all members of the healthcare team. I will share and expand knowledge within the profession. These duties are pledged with sincerity and upon my honor. Congratulations, class of 2024. Thank you all for attending today. There you go, 2 years ago. Thank you all for attending today. We hope you enjoy the rest of the day celebrating with family and friends. Students, we ask that you stay here for a class photo, and also that you remember to take your posters down when you leave here. And tomorrow for graduation, I will not be able to hood you as we practiced because of the shortened ceremony. So my plan is when you are lined up to file in, assuming we don't get all the way canceled tomorrow, I will come and hood you individually while you are in line. Okay? All right. I don't want to lose that opportunity. So go ahead and stay for a class photo, and then go celebrate with your family and friends. Woo!